Hello, my name is Jordan. I'm going to be doing an examination on you today. We're going to be checking your heart, your lungs, your abdomen, and your skin. Do you have any concerns before we start?
Not at this point.
Okay. I'm just going to ask you a couple of basic questions.
All right.
Can you state your name for me?
Name's Don.
Can you state our location?
Ottawa, Tennessee.
And also the date.
November 29.
Okay. We're going to begin the examination by looking at his skin. I'm going to quickly check the skin turgor. Also going to be checking to feel the warmth and moisture generally of his skin. I'm going to take a look at his nails and check his capillary refill. Alright. Then I'm going to move on and take a quick look at his eyes. You could just look at my ear right there, and I'm going to shine a light in your eye. And then over on this other side. Okay. And then if I could get you to look back at the wall, no, behind me.
Okay.
And then when I tell you look close, and look close. And what I was checking to see was that his pupils were equal, reactive, that they reacted to light, and accommodated. All right. At this point, if I had an otoscope, I would check his ears, and I would do that by pulling up and back on his pinna and insert and look at the tympanic membrane. But since I don't have that, we're going to omit that part of the assessment. All right. If I could get you to open your mouth really quick for me. Okay. I'm looking at the interior of his cheeks and the dorsal part of his tongue. Can I get you to stick your tongue out and up, touch your teeth? Okay. And could you pull down your bottom lip? Okay. And what I'm looking for is color, moisture, and if there's the presence or absence of any lesions. Next, I'm going to check his peripheral vascular system by checking his radial pulses. And I'm comparing the strength on both sides. Could I get you to take off your socks? Okay. I'm going to really quickly check his pedal pulses. Comparing. And I'm also going to be checking for post-tibial edema. We're going to move on to the heart. To start off, I'm just going to observe his chest when I'm looking for any obvious pulsations or lifts. I don't see any. I'm going to quickly listen to his heart. Going to do it in a Z-like pattern, starting off with the bell. First at the second intercostal space on the right. Moving across to the second intercostal space again. Third. Fourth. Fifth. And fifth again. I'm going to repeat that pattern using the bell. At each location, I'm identifying S1 and S2 and listening to the presence of any murmurs, splitting, or additional heart sounds. Next, going to look at his thorax, and I'm going to inspect, and I'm looking to make sure that there's symmetry with inspiration. If there's any type of deformity, I would note that. I'm also looking at the skin on his chest and his back, looking at color. And also if there's any lesions. I could get you to take a deep breath with your mouth open at each spot where I listen on your chest. You can listen to your back. Almost done. I'm quickly going to listen to the lateral ones too. And the other side. And last one. I'm just listening to make sure there's no adventitious lung sounds. All right, if I could get you to lay flat, I'm going to do an assessment of your abdomen. To begin with, I'm just inspecting, and I would be noting any, the symmetry, contour, if I saw any pulsations, peristaltic waves, or lesions. I would then auscultate in each quadrant. And I'd note the character and frequency of the vowel sounds. I'd follow this with palpation. Starting off, I would do a light palpation using one hand in all four quadrants. I'd be looking for any tenderness or guarding. After that, I would advance to deeper palpation using a two-handed approach. And again, I'm looking for tenderness, guarding, if there's the presence of any masses or palpable organs. Alright, you can sit back up. If I can get you to actually stand. Gonna look at his spine. First with him standing straight. And then if I could get you to bend over. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for any deformities. I'm trying to make sure everything's symmetrical. I'm looking for scoliosis, kyphosis, or lordosis. I then palpate the spine and the paravertebral musculature, looking for any areas of tenderness. Okay, you can stand up. I'd then ask if you could squeeze my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Tight. Okay, good. We can sit down again. And can I get you to push down against my hands? Good. All right, and that concludes the assessment.